Hello students, how are you? So let's start with today's science class of class 6. So we have started with chapter 4, sorting materials into groups. And yesterday we have discussed about the different materials and the objects made up of different materials. Today we will study the properties of materials. So first property is appearance. Like all the materials, they are not exactly same. So first you should remember what is a material. A material is anything which is used to make an object. कोई भी ऐसी चीज़ जो कि ऑब्जेक्ट बनाने के लिए हम यूज़ करते हैं उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? मटीरियल. Like for example, I have this marker. Marker is an object and plastic is the material by which this marker is made up of. So all the materials are not exactly similar to each other and all the objects are not made up of same material. Why is that so? Because different objects are you can say the different objects have their different use, and on the basis of their use the objects are made up of different materials. Let's take an example. For example, if you are sitting in a room and whatever the things which are there around you, are they made up of same material? No. Like if you are sitting on a chair, that can be made up of wood or plastic, but can a chair be made up of paper? No. Why? Because we will not be able to sit on the paper chair. Okay. Similarly, if you are writing on your notebook, notebook is made up of papers. So notebook cannot be made up of a wood or a steel. Why? Because we have to write on the notebook and paper is a thing where we can write. That is why different objects are made up of different materials and different materials have different properties on the basis of which they are used to make different objects. जिस object को हमने जिस तरह से use करना है उसी के according उसका material choose किया जाता है, लेकिन सभी material एक जैसे नहीं होते हैं, उनकी properties different होती हैं. So now we are going to study about the properties of materials. First property is appearance. Appearance means how that thing looks like. कोई भी material कैसा दिखाई देता है उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? उसकी appearance. For example, it can be either shiny or it can be either dull. Now how means this shiny and dull, how can we differentiate? A material is either shiny or dull. So let's do an activity given in your book, that is activity 5. In this the different objects are given and you have to find out, you have to separate the shiny objects from the dull or non-shiny objects. So the different things given here are, or materials or objects you can say, a piece of wood, a copper wire, an iron rod, paper, plastic and aluminium rod. So these are the things which are given to us. We have to find out either it is a shiny, it has a shiny appearance or has a dull appearance. So what will be the procedure? To find out whether the thing is shiny or dull, we will take a sandpaper. Do you know what is a sandpaper? देखा है आपने कि generally when जब हम घर में paint कराते हैं तो they have a paper which has a very rough appearance which is used to just rub the walls so that the walls can be to make them smooth. तो जनरली जो सैंड पेपर है हम क्यों यूज़ करते हैं कि कोई भी डस्ट पार्टिकल या कोई भी एक्स्ट्रा मटेरियल किसी चीज़ के ऊपर डिपॉजिट हो जाता है तो उसको सैंड पेपर से रब करके हम रिमूव कर सकते हैं. सो फर्स्ट वी विल रब ईच एंड एवरीथिंग विच इज़ गिवन टू अस विद द सैंड पेपर. वाई इज़ दैट सो? बिकॉज व्हेन द थिंग इज़ in the atmosphere, in the environment, some dust particles, some other things, they may get stick over the surface of these things, which may change their appearance, which will not give them natural appearance. तो उनकी natural appearance को देखने के लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? sand paper से उनको rub करना पड़ेगा. So let's see, after rubbing it with the sandpaper, then the actual thing or actual material will be visible to us. Okay, that is why we are rubbing it with the sandpaper. After rubbing it with the sandpaper each and everything, now we will see what will be the result. How can we find either the thing is shiny or dull? So let's see the shiny objects after rubbing. अ कॉपर वायर, एक कॉपर वायर जो है जब आप उसको अच्छे से रब कर देंगे सैंड पेपर से, इट गिव्स अस अ शाइनी अपीयरेंस। जनरली जो मेटल्स होते हैं एल्यूमिनियम, कॉपर, आयरन, ये सब क्या होते हैं, शाइनी होते हैं। और भी बहुत सी चीज़ें हैं लाइक गोल्ड, सिल्वर, दे हैव शाइनी अपीयरेंस। ओके, देन नेक्स्ट इज एल्यूमिनियम रोड। एल्यूमिनियम फॉयल तो सबने देखा है ना घर में, जो आप यूज़ करते हैं किसी भी फूड मटेरियल को रैप करने के लिए। इट हैज़ ऑब्वियसली हैज़ अ शाइनिंग अपीयरेंस। तो एल्यूमिनियम रोड जो होती है वो भी शाइनी होती है, लेकिन उसके ऊपर डस्ट वगैरह डिपॉजिट हो जाता है जिसे हम सैंड पेपर से रब करके रिमूव कर सकते हैं। सो एल्यूमिनियम रोड हैज़ शाइनी अपीयरेंस। Next is iron rod. Iron rod also it get rusted by something, by external environment. So we can also rub it with the sandpaper so that extra deposited material over the iron can be removed and the actual iron can be seen. So iron rod is also a shiny object. You can also perform this activity at home. You can take anything out of these, like iron rod सबके घर पे मिल जाएगी आपको. You just have to rub it with the sandpaper and then you will see that the shiny look of iron rod. Next is non-shiny objects. Non-shiny objects will include plastic. Plastic is a non-shiny object. When you will rub it with the sandpaper, still it will not give us any shine. Wood is also a non-shiny object, natural wood. When it is painted with some paint or other things, then it gives shiny appearance. Otherwise wood is a non-shiny thing. Then paper तो आप सबने देखा है, paper is not a shining material. So with this activity you can just find the things which have shiny appearance. You can look around yourself. There are utensils in the kitchen, the things in the room, whatever things are there around you, you can just find them. Either they are shiny or non-shiny. Now let's see the second property of material. So next property of materials is texture. Texture, you can find the texture of any material by touching it. Like appearance you can see by looking at the material, but if you want to find the texture of any material, you have to touch it. On touching the thing, you will find that the thing can be either has rough surface or smooth surface. So why some of the things have rough surface whereas some has smooth surface? Because of the presence of bumps and ridges. So if you will see a rough surface very close, then you will find that there are bumps and ridges like ups and downs over the surface of a rough material, which makes us feel rough. For example, wood, rocks, bark of tree, these are the examples of rough material. There are many other rough material, like if you will touch a piece of wood or rocks, stones, tree bark, you will feel rough texture of these materials because of the presence of bumps and ridges, means ups and downs. Whereas smooth materials, they do not have any bumps or ridges, so they will feel as smooth. For example, glass sheet. You must have seen the glass sheet. It has a smooth appearance, smooth texture. Flower petals, you all must have touched the flower petals. So the flower petals also have a very smooth appearance. So these are the examples of these rough and smooth materials. So let us now take the next property of the material. So now let's see the next property, that is called hardness. As we can see the appearance by looking at anything or material, by touching we can find the texture. Similarly, by compressing the thing we can find the thing is hard or not. Compressing means to press anything. Compress means to press anything. Like for example, I have this marker, and if I am pressing this marker, do you feel how it will be? Like either it is a soft material or it is a hard material. Obviously if I am pressing it, it is not getting pressed, it is not getting compressed, which means it is a hard material. But if I take some other thing like sponge देखा आपने जिससे हम जनरली यूटेंसिल्स क्लीन करते हैं, बर्तन साफ़ करते हैं. या फिर बाथ स्पॉन्ज होते हैं. When you will take that sponge in your hand and compress it, you will find that it will be compressed. It means it is a soft material. Means the things which can be compressed are the soft materials. The things which cannot be compressed are hard materials. Examples of soft materials, like we have sponge or melted wax. Melted wax you must have seen, it is very soft in touch, as well as the cotton. Cotton, if you will take in your hand and you will crush it, you will press it, it will be easily pressed. It means it is a soft material. Don't confuse it with texture and hardness. Texture is when you will touch anything, it feels smooth or rough, it is called texture. But to find the hardness, you have to press that material. Then you will be able to find either the thing is soft or hard. Similarly, hard things, there are so many hard things around you, like iron, copper, aluminium. Most of these materials are very hard in touch. I have this marker, I am compressing it, it is not compressed. It is made up of plastic, it means the plastic is also a hard material. Similarly, these things, why we are using most of the hard material, they can be used to make household utensils. जो घर के बर्तन होते हैं, घर की बहुत सी चीज़ें होती हैं, they are mostly made up of hard materials. Factory equipments, most of the things are made up of hard material, but there are many things which are made up of soft material also, like clothes, they are made up of cotton, silk. These things are soft, that is why they are used to make these things. And hard materials, they are hard in nature, that is why we are going to use these things for making the household equipments and factory equipments. Many things they are made up of hard material, like the vehicles are also made up of hard material, the household, the furniture, everything, which there are many things around you. Yeah, when you will see, they are mostly made up of hard material because of their use. So next property, let's see the next property. So let's now see the next property of material, that is state. The physical state of the material can vary. On the basis of the physical state, state means when we will discuss here, then you will be more clear. So on the basis of state, the material can be either solid, liquid or gas. These three things we have already discussed in class 5. Do you remember? We have discussed about solid, liquid and gas, their properties, there are many activities related to that. Let me remind you again. So here are the properties given, and these are the solid, liquid and gas, which are the three states of matter. So first is shape. You know that solid, they have a definite shape. For example, this is a marker, I cannot change the shape of this marker. It has a cylindrical shape, so it has a cylindrical shape. Liquids, they do not have a definite shape, because you know water is a liquid. Wherever you will keep the water in anything, then it will take the shape of that container. Like if you are keeping it in a glass, it will take the shape of glass. If you are keeping it in a box, then it will take the shape of box. In a bucket, it will take the shape of bucket. Means they do not have any exact, means definite shape, fixed shape. Gas, like we have air around us. Air is a gas. Can you see air? Can you fix the shape of the air? No. Wherever the air is present, it will take the shape of that thing. If the air is in this room, then it has in the rectangular room, then it has a rectangular shape. If it is in the square room, then it has a square shape. So there is no definite shape of liquid and gases, but solids, they have a definite shape. Like this board is there, it is a rectangular board, it is a rectangular board. We cannot change the shape of the board. Next is volume. Volume means how much space they are occupying. Like for example, if I am taking a liter, 1 liter of solids, they have a fixed volume. For example, if this marker is there, I am keeping it in the air. So whatever space it is taking in the air, is space taken by it in the air is fixed. तो जितना space ये air में ले रहा है marker, उतना ही ये fix है. इसको हम change नहीं कर सकते. Similarly, liquids, they have fixed volume. Like if you are carrying 1 liter of water with you, 2 liters of water with you, you cannot change the amount, that volume. So liquids have fixed volume. Next is gases. They do not have fixed volume because gases we cannot hold the gases, we cannot bind the gases. तो gases जिस भी कंटेनर में प्रेजेंट होती हैं उतनी ही वॉल्यूम वो उसकी ले लेती हैं. If a empty container of 1 liter if we have, then the gas present inside it will have 1 liter volume. Okay, so is it clear? Solid have fixed volume, liquids have fixed volume, but gas do not have fixed volume. Next is compressibility. Compressibility I have already told you. Compress means किसी भी चीज़ को press करना. तो solids, can we press solids? No. Like this marker, I cannot press this marker. So they cannot be compressed. Liquids can be compressed. Yes, liquids को हम compress कर सकते हैं. Liquids को press करके हम उसको reduce कर सकते हैं. Okay. Next is gases. They are highly compressible. गैसेस जो है बहुत ज़्यादा कंप्रेसिबल होती हैं. लाइक सिलेंडर्स देखा है आपने घर में, तो सिलेंडर को जैसे हम ओपन करते हैं उसमें से एकदम से प्रेशर से गैस बाहर आती है. ओके, तो वाई इज़ दैट सो? बिकॉज गैसेस को हम बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशराइज करके उसको कंप्रेस कर सकते हैं. दैट इज़ वाई गैसेस आर हाईली कंप्रेसिबल. नेक्स्ट इज पैकिंग. पैकिंग मीन्स एवरीथिंग इज़ मेड अप ऑफ सम पार्टिकल्स. उनके पार्टिकल्स किस तरह से अरेंज है, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड इट्स पैकिंग. सॉलिड्स में क्या होता है? पार्टिकल्स आर वेरी क्लोजली पैक्ड. बहुत एक दूसरे के क्लोज होते हैं. लाइक दिस, दे आर वेरी मच क्लोजली पैक्ड. अगर आप इस मार्कर को बहुत क्लियरली माइक्रोस्कोप में देखोगे तो इसके पार्टिकल्स आपको बहुत क्लोज दिखाई देंगे, जिसकी वजह से इनका एक फिक्स्ड शेप, फिक्स्ड वॉल्यूम होता है. लिक्विड्स दे हैव लूजली पैक्ड particles, not like solid. Solid में particles they are very close to each other, but in liquids they are slightly far away from each other. Here you can see the circles are showing the particles, but there is little space between the particles. And gases they have very loosely arranged particles. तो आप देख सकते हैं कि इतने एरिया में only 3 particles I have shown. There is a big space in between the particles. So these are the properties of solid, liquid and gas, which will tell us about the state of the materials.